What's up, guys? We're here working on Ryan's MACH1. We're going to show you how to change the brake pads on a MACH1, Cobra, or Bullitt with the 2-piston PBR brake calipers. So this is real simple to do. It's a lot cheaper than going somewhere and getting them done. It's just a simple pin and you're done. You just got to get the car jacked up, take the rims off, and you're good. First off, we're going to start off by pulling the pin out at the bottom, the C-clip in the back of the caliper. Alright, you got to remove this C-clip right here, okay? Just remove it. It's kind of hard. You just got to tap it out. Okay, you want it. Don't lose it. Put it in a box or a cup or something so you don't lose anything. And then this little washer comes out, spacer washer. Don't lose that either. And then you just tap this pin right out, or you can push it. Comes right out, just like that. That'll be included in the new hardware kit as well. And then you pull your calipers out from the bottom. Okay, you need to pry it right here on this bracket. We're not taking the bracket off. Pry the caliper from the bottom up. It'll pop out. Push these little anti-rattle clips up. Okay, now the caliper's loose. It'll come right off your rotor. You don't want to drop this because it could bust your hose. So that's the caliper off. You got your bracket on there. Don't take your bracket off. Okay. Okay, so we got the caliper loose. Bring the bottom up, and then you want to kind of rest it on your rotor here. And then you got to pop the pads out of the caliper. It's like this. Pop it out. And then you do the out one. Pop it right out. And then now you just got a bare caliper right there. Our brake pads are good. We're just doing this for the video. So we're not actually changing the pads. We're just showing y'all how to do that. And then you have to, since your new pads are going to be thicker, brand new, they're going to be thicker. Yours are probably going to be real thin. They're not going to fit inside here and the rotor because your caliper is compressed. So we got to push the caliper back out. So you just grab these T-Rexes and you just push these in and they'll go in. You got to do them both at this kind of equal. You can't just do one all the way in. So you just squeeze them in, and if you can't get them squeezed in, just loosen this valve up and some brake fluid will squirt out, but that's good. That's alright. It's letting the pressure out. So you push these in with the big pliers and then you're good. And you pop that back on, you loosen that up with, I think it's like an 8mm or something, maybe a 10. Okay, you want to get the correct size because if you mess that up, then and get that stuck in the caliper when it's leaking, you have to get a new caliper. So then you just put the pads right back on. Make sure you have clean hands when you're putting this on. You don't want to get any oil or grease or anything on the pad itself. These will pop right in. Click, click, and then you do the outer one. It's almost like a GT, but it's kind of easier with that quick release on that. Alright, so you got that. You do the exact same thing on the other side. You want to make sure your line right here is not twisted. Okay, you don't want it like that, kinked up. Then you start with the top first. You have to put the top first on the rotor. And if it still won't fit, your pads still won't fit on your rotor and your pads, you have to tap it with your hand or, let's say, a mallet. You do not want to use a metal. You don't want to crack anything. You don't want to force it, but it'll go in. Just if it doesn't fit, keep bleeding it out of that valve right here and keep squeezing it with big pliers and it'll eventually go. And then it just snaps right in like that, and then you tap your pin back in there right here. Now you have to push up on it and get that thing centered. So once you get it started, you're good though. That's it. You're locked in. put your washer and then your C-clip. You have to put these on there. You don't want to forget to put that C-clip, it could rattle loose. Just tap that C-clip right back on there. And if you need to, if you spilled any brake fluid, you might want to add a little bit to your brake booster. And then you're done, that's it. You put everything back on there. It's easy. I'd suggest get kind of more expensive brake pads because they'll less dust and they'll last longer. You don't want no Duralast or nothing like that. Try to go with Motorcraft or the Hawk. But that's it. You'll need to like us and leave comments, and we're going to paint the calipers next, so look for our other video. Thanks.